you are probably spending $300 a month on subscriptions. And if you think you're not, you're probably wrong, because the average American actually underestimates their subscriptions by about $100. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, individually they feel cheap. But together they grow into a massive bill that recurs each month. But here's the thing, you already know that. Everyone knows that subscriptions add up. That's not the hidden part. The hidden part is what subscriptions are actually turning into. At some point, they stopped being about convenience and benefiting both sides, and started becoming control that benefits companies a lot more than the user. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. It's important to know subscriptions didn't start like this. They go back to the 15th century, when people literally paid for books before they were printed. It was a way to fund production, and that's where the word comes from. You would write your name under a list. Sub, under, scribe, write. It made sense. Then newspapers did it, and magazines, with the same idea. You would pay for the cost of printing. And for hundreds of years, subscriptions were a trade. You pay regularly because something is being produced regularly. Even cable TV, you were paying for networks to make shows regularly. And that is important because Netflix changed everything. Before Netflix, you had Blockbuster. You drove there, picked a movie, returned it, and if you forgot, then you would pay for it. But Netflix removed that friction. A monthly fee with unlimited access and no late fees. And it worked. It worked so well that it killed Blockbuster.
It's stock! 1 million shares!
Oh my God!
A Blockbuster video stock.
What? Is that bad? I still have a Blockbuster card. What happened to Blockbuster?
But that's not all it did. It changed how companies think about ownership. Because they realized something. That people are willing to pay monthly to not have anything produced. So they don't have to sell anything anymore. They can charge you just for access. And at first, it stayed in entertainment, movies, and music, which was fine, because it was things that were already produced and that you'd be paying for anyway. So it was cheaper, in a sense, to be subscribed. But then it moved into software. Instead of buying Photoshop for a flat fee of $700 for the rest of your life, Adobe has made it a $250 subscription, meaning that in about 2.5 years, you hit that initial cost, but to keep using it, you need to increase it for the rest of your life. Instead of owning Microsoft Word, you rent it. And this is where it starts to get weird, because you'd think if you're paying monthly, there's more updates to this software. It's not something that you can just buy once. That's not true. Except for a few stylistic changes, Microsoft Word hasn't really changed since 2006. Photoshop and Premiere Pro have a new update about once every 1.5 to 2 years. And softwares don't cost more every month to exist, but you're paying every month anyway. And once that worked, companies started asking a different question. What else can we turn into a subscription? And that's when it left the internet and it went into the real world. Cars, appliances, devices, things that you physically own but don't fully control.
BMW will let you freeze your butt off unless you pay them a subscription.
$18 a month for heated seats. That's actually one of the craziest things I ever heard.
In 2026, owning a Tesla means if you want access to all the features your vehicle provides, you must pay a subscription. To get advanced acceleration in some cars, you need a subscription.
Unlocking the dash cam will cost you an extra $16 a month. Remote starting this will cost you an extra $35 a year. If your Mercedes gets stolen, they will help you find it, but for $2 a month.
You bought that heated seat, you bought those components, they put that into the price of the vehicle, and now they're charging you for the right to use it.
A brand new electric vehicle, you can't even access the damn thing. This is 2022, people. This is what the future looks like.
Imagine if we charge you for gasoline, then charge you for the right to burn it in your engine.
This is greed. I don't care. Oh no, it's capital. This is greed.
It's the kind of stuff that just makes you want to take a giant dump on someone's head.
And that's what subscriptions are really about. Not about money, but about control. Control over access, over features, over how you use something. And the reason that it works is because you don't feel it. You sign up for a free trial, and then another and another, and you forget to cancel them. And over time, it builds into a larger and larger bill. And if you haven't noticed, it's a lot easier to start a subscription than it is to cancel it. A few months ago, I had to cancel my Planet Fitness subscription since I was moving, and I had done it. I'd signed up on the app in less than 10 seconds, but to unsubscribe, you need to go there in person to the location that you started at, which was a full hour-and-a-half drive back just to cancel paying $25 a month. And people are sick and tired of their subscriptions. I mean, I'm assuming. I couldn't actually read the article because I'm not subscribed to the Washington Post. I mean, but at this point, you have so many subscriptions, you might as well subscribe to everything, like subscribe to the Hidden Media. Please. All right, let's go back to $300 a month. That's $3,600 a year. $36,000 in 10 years for things that you don't even think about. But money isn't the biggest problem. The real problem is that you don't own anything anymore. You're renting access to own your life. And if you stop paying, you lose access to everything. And we're still early in this cycle. More things are becoming subscriptions. More features will be locked, and more access will depend on monthly payments. Because once companies realize that they don't need to sell you anything anymore, they just have to keep charging you, they will. This isn't about convenience anymore. It's about dependence, about control. So if you think you're not spending $300 a month, you might want to check, because chances are you are. Thank you for watching The Hidden Media.